Let's answer part A. That is, we will find the difference quotient. The difference quotient is given by the formula f of x plus delta x minus of f of x over delta x. So basically, this is the difference quotient. So let's find this. We are given this function y equal to 4x squared plus 9. We could consider this as f of x. So let's say that f of x equals 4x squared plus 9. We then have to find f of x plus delta x. So this we can find by replacing x by x plus delta x into f of x. So I'm going to do that. I find f of x plus delta x. So in place of x, I'm going to replace it as x plus delta x. So therefore this becomes 4 times of x plus delta x quantity square plus 9. Let's simplify this. We can use the binomial identity, that is a plus b quantity square. This equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, where here a equals x and b equals delta x. So let me use this binomial identity to expand this. So therefore this becomes, that is x plus delta x quantity square is equal to a square, which is x squared, plus 2 times of a is x, so I put x, and then b is delta x plus b squared, that is delta x quantity square. We then have plus 9. So we can simplify this. So this becomes 4 times of x squared plus 2 times of x is 2x times of delta x is 2x delta x. So I write down this as 2x delta x plus delta x quantity square plus 9. We then distribute the 4 into the terms inside the brackets. So therefore this becomes 4x squared plus 4 times of 2x delta x is 4 times 2 is 8, which is 8x delta x plus 4 times of delta x quantity square is 4 delta x quantity square plus 9. So this is our f of x plus delta x. We then substitute into the difference quotient formula, that is f of x plus delta x minus f of x over delta x. So we consider this expression. So let me find the difference quotient, that is f of x plus delta x minus of f of x over delta x. So this becomes, let me replace for f of x plus delta x, which is this expression. So therefore this becomes 4x squared plus 8x delta x plus 4 times of delta x quantity square plus 9. We then have negative of f of x. That is, if f of x is 4x squared plus 9, the negative of f of x is negative 4x squared, negative 9. So let me put that here. That is negative 4x squared, negative 9. I can put down below negative 9 so that we can do the subtraction all over delta x. So we can cancel this like terms, that is 4x squared, negative 4x squared becomes 0, positive 9 and negative 9 becomes 0. And finally, we are left with 8x delta x plus 4 delta x quantity square over delta x. So since we have to divide by delta x, we can divide the two terms of the numerator by delta x, or else we can factor out the delta x and cancel the delta x. So therefore this becomes, I'm going to divide this term by delta x, so it will become 8x, and this term also we have to divide by delta x, so this becomes 4 times of delta x. And so this is the expression for difference quotient in terms of x and delta x. We now answer part B, that is we have to find derivative, that is dy by dx. So let's write down the formula for derivative of y, that is dy by dx, and this is also written in another format as f prime of x. So basically this f prime of x represents the derivative of x, and this equals the limit of the difference quotient, that is limit when delta x approaches 0 of the difference quotient. And this means we can substitute the difference quotient over here and determine the limit. So let's find this out. So this is a limit of the difference quotient, that is limit delta x approaches 0. The difference quotient expression we already obtained as 8x plus 4 times of delta x. So let's find the limit of this expression. So when delta x approaches 0, we can do the direct substitution. So therefore this becomes 8x plus 4 times of delta x is approaching 0. So we can substitute 0 for delta x. So therefore this becomes 8x plus 0 is 8x. So this is the expression for the derivative dy by dx, or we can also write down this as f prime of x, which is the derivative of the function f of x. Let's do part C. In part C, we have to find f prime of 3 and f prime of 4. So basically, this is the derivative of function at x equal to 3 and x equal to 4. Let's find it out. So f prime of 3, this equal to, we have to replace x in f prime of x as 3. So therefore, this becomes 8 times of replacing x by 3. This becomes 8 times of 3, which is 24. So f prime of 3 is 24. Now let's find f prime of 4. So for that we have to replace f prime of x, x in f prime of x by 4. So therefore this becomes 8 times of 4, and this gives 8 times of 4 is 32. Let me make this 4 a little bit clear. This is 4. So f prime of 3 is 24 and f prime of 4 is 32.